movement, the terroristic movement. And number three, some people may say that that was an historic subject. It is not an old subject. Holy Prophet said that this movement will continue till the day of judgment. The Kharijites, Holy Prophet said, they will come in my ummah in the history. At least more than 20 times they will emerge. And if we consider that the Kharijites were only those who fought against Sayyidina Ali, the fourth Orthodox Caliph, 1400 years before, so that would be wrong according to the tradition of Holy Prophet. He said that was the first founding group of terrorists, Kharijite. And Holy Prophet said they will keep on emerging, coming up again and again. In the whole, all centuries, and more, they will emerge more than 20 times in the history. And the last group of Kharijite terrorists will be the part of the army of Antichrist, the Dajjal. They would be the soldiers of Antichrist. They will fight with him, and they will again commit the act of terrorism with the Dajjal also. So they have to come till the Antichrist appears. So Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, gave specific signs. I'm just quoting the words of Hadith, so that I will leave the decision up to you to whether these signs are available in the terrorist of this time or not. The first thing Holy Prophet stated, there would be Ahdasul Asnan. Ahdasul Asnan. By Ahdasul Asnan, Holy Prophet ﷺ meant that they would be the Kharijite terrorists. They will be youth, and they will be young in age. First of all, they will be young in age. Holy Prophet is mentioning these prophecies 15 centuries before. Whenever they will rise and emerge, they will be youth. Majority of them, youth will be deployed for terroristic activities. The word Ahdasul Asnan. Holy Prophet said, سَيَخْرُجُ قَوْمٌ فِي آخِرِ الزَّمَانِ أَحْدَاثُ الْأَسْنَانِ. This is in Sahih Bukhari, and this is in Sahih Muslim, and Ahmad bin Hanbal, and Nasai, and Ibn Majah, and all books of Hadith. They will be young in age. They will be deployed for that. And they will come in the last time of the first century, and then other Hadith tells us the last time of the whole history too. Second thing, Sufaha'ul Ahlam. They will be brainwashed. Amazingly, when Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, is telling all these, disclosing these realities 14 centuries before. They would be deployed, and then they will be brainwashed. What is the brainwashing? That if you are losing your life, you are getting shahada. And by suicide bombing, you are doing jihad. You are going direct to Jannah, to paradise. This is how they are being brainwashed. And they don't have the knowledge of Quran and Sunnah. Brainwashing is the easiest factor for any religious boy. He may belong to any religion. He may belong to Jewish religion. He may belong to Christian religion. He may belong to Hindu religion. He may belong to Islamic religion. We see brainwashed people working in India. And everywhere, those who fight against humanity and just commit the acts of, and burn out the mosques and the temples and things. Holy Prophet said, from the Ummah they will be brainwashed, and they will be young in age. This word brainwash, Sufaha'ul Ahlam, comes in Sahih Bukhari, and I quote, Hadith number is 6531. Again in Sahih Muslim, Hadith number is 1066. Ahmad bin Hanbal, Hadith number is 616. And Hadith number 912, 1086. And Nasai, Hadith number is 4102. And many other books of Hadith. So they would be young in age and brainwashed. Two things. Then Holy Prophet said, their leaders, those who will brainwash them, those who will misguide them, and those who will be their teachers to take them to this wrong track, they would be kathul lihya. They will be having bulky beards. I'm sorry to say. You can go and find on your own. They will having bulky beards. Why Holy Prophet ﷺ is mentioned such minute marks of identification? so that my ummah and the mankind, they may not be misguided. They should be easy. It would be very easy for them to identify who these people are. What does it mean, the bulky beard? That they will be over-expressive and very strict and particular in external practices of deen. They will not be very close to the spiritual aspect of deen. The whole emphasis would be on the externality, exposure. And the fourth would be mushammirul izar. They will be lifting their trousers above their knees. You can go and you can find. This is not a hidden secret. They would be very particular in this thing. All these two things mean that they will look much zealous, extremist, and very strict and particular about the external aspects of the practices, and not towards the internal, not towards the kindness. Holy Prophet said they will practice look at their religiosity, and on the other hand, their hearts would be the hearts of tigers, the wild beasts. This would be their position of their hearts, empty of mercy, empty of love, empty of kindness, empty of mildness, empty of compassion. Apparently, they will look very big preachers and very big practicing people of deen. But their emphasis would be on these things. And number third, يَخْرُجُ نَاسٌ مِنْ قِبَلِ الْمَشْرِقِ. Though the third thing which I have mentioned, again, comes in Bukhari and Sahih Muslim both. I am quoting everything from the highest authorities of Islamic traditions. Hadith of Holy Prophet. Bukhari and Muslim, the highest authorities. Muttafaq alayh. Nobody in the world claiming to be a Muslim can reject these authorities. After Quran, these are the highest authorities, Bukhari and Muslim. And there are dozens of hadiths on this subject, which I am quoting these signs. The fifth sign Holy Prophet mentioned, يَخْرُجُ نَاسٌ مِنْ قِبَلَ الْمَشْرِقِ. Most of them will appear from the eastern part of the world. Although he was standing in Medina, he was pointed out towards east. The first Khawarij group at that time from Medina was on the east side. This is its specific application. But coming to the generality, eastern part always said, Ha huna al-fitnatu ha huna wa ashara ila al-mashriq, from the eastern part. The one way or the other they will belong to the eastern part. Sixth thing is, Holy Prophet said, La yazaluna yakhrujuna hatta yakhruja akhirum mal masih ad-dajjal. They will keep on coming. These terrorists will not appear only in the Orthodox period. They will keep on coming in the 15th century throughout the history. From time to time, from century to century, they will keep on coming and emerging again and again. And Holy Prophet comes in Ibn Majah and Nasai and Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal's Musnad. Once he mentioned more than 10 times. And at second time he mentions they will appear more than 20 times in the history. And the last group and generation of the terrorists, these Khawarij, they will rise along with the Antichrist. So this hadith connotes that they will keep appearing in every era of the human history. Then Holy Prophet said, يَتَأَمَّقُونَ وَيَتَشَدَّدُونَ فِي الدِّينِ. Don't get deceived from their apparent religiosity, because they will deceive the believers because of their appearance. They will appear most religious, but they will narrow-minded, and their interpretation would be very narrow, and they will be very hardliners and extremists in matters of deen. Worlds of hadith are there. يَتَعَمَّقُونَ وَيَتَشَدَّدُونَ فِي الدِّينِ. They would be mutashaddid, extremist in the matters of deen. They won't be moderate. They won't be liberal. They would be mutashaddid. Mutashaddid means militant, tashaddud, and in deen they would be very extremist in deen. And so much so he said to his companions, يَحْكِرُ أَحَدُكُمْ صَلَاتَهُ مَا صَلَاتِهِمْ وَصِيَامَهُ مَا صِيَامِهِمْ. They would be practicing Muslims apparently. If you see their praying and their fasting and their religious practices, you will consider your religious practices inferior to those. They would be so strict in religious practice. They would be reciting Quran, they would be quoting Quran, but Holy Prophet said, Quran will never grow under their throat, from their throat. They were hypocrites. And then Quran says they will quote references of Quran and they will recite Quran.